Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 4th of March. I think I've caught up with myself. We have some new mods and we have some updates. The updates are as follows. From top left, the wooden toilet by Cashtan18, the flowers by Caspio, the Grosseto NL pack by RL Modding FSI Group, the John Deere DB90 2004 by JHG Modding, the Lizard Harrow by Heniac NDF, the Zetor 12045 16145 pack by Cashtan18, Potato Harvester pack by Hershin Power, and the Roush Axis 50.2 by JaaDlugi and FQC Art have all had updates today. So starting off, we have got, I'm going to go in through here to show you, and I'll explain why. We've got this is the Lizard Demolition Company game PC CD-ROM that you can buy and place in your house, building, on a desk, on the floor, wherever you like. It costs 50, 0.37 megabytes download, one slot on console. It's made by Querty. I bought one, I put it on the floor, and it fell through the floor. It disappeared. It was around here somewhere. So, yeah, just be warned. That's the first one. It disappeared, but that's where it was. That's what it is. The next is the loading ramp. This is by JaaDlugi. I'm never quite sure how to say that. 1.05 megabytes download, one slot on console. This is to aid in loading. If you've got a high-sided trailer and you might have a tractor or a vehicle that doesn't lift as high, skid steer loaded, something like that, it just gives you that extra bit of oomph or boost. Or if you get a trailer that's exactly the right height, it might help you for loading step deck trailers, driving vehicles on that kind of thing, or just for mucking around and setting up jumps to leap things with other things. This you'll find under miscellaneous. 1,500 to buy, one slot, so it's one slot anyway, and you can place it wherever you like. That's by JaaDlugi. Next, we have got the Bunker Silo Small. This is by Spezi 2.0 Modding. It's 0.56 megabytes download, one slot on console. It holds about, I thought I'd check because it never normally says on these. If they're very big, I won't do this, but because it said small, that said, it took 364,555. There's a bit of room at the front, and with a bit of tidying up at the top, I reckon 370, 380. Compact it, cover it, and you've got yourself silage on the go. This you'll find under silos, 15,000 to buy. This is also, yeah, one slot on console, so that stays at one regardless. It will take chaff, it will take grass. Excellent. Next, we have got these. This is the Farmhouse pack by Karol, 18.64 megabytes download, 30 slots for each of them. These are sleep triggers, and I'm only going to place one at a time, but, well, I'm not, I'm only going to place one. They're identical. I think the brick texture changes colour. I think one of them is a flat, kind of concreted one. There's a couple of brick textures. Incredibly well detailed. You can see why it's 30 slots. There's a you can see why it's 30 slots. There's a lot going on all the way around it. Nice weathering. And when we go up to the steps here, press L3, that's your sleep trigger. You can't go into the building, but this you'll find under farmhouses. And as I said, there are four, I think it's four. Let me just double check, yeah. So we've got Farmhouse, Farmhouse 1, Farmhouse 2, Farmhouse 3. Each one's 25,000. I say the brickwork is slightly different on those ones. On Farmhouse 2 and 3, Farmhouse 1 I think is a more kind of concreted or plastered look, but other than that they're exactly the same, and they are a sleep trigger. Next, there aren't many mods today actually, got off quite lightly today. We've got this Inspirational Silos, I'm calling them. This is the all-in-one silo pack by Chris CJFarming, 14.41 megabytes download. They are 6 slots each on console. It does say, due to its special development, the all-in-one silo system can store everything except liquids, including manure, lime, fertilizer, grass, hay, straw, silage. All Maize Plus and realistic seeder varieties if you're on PC and you've got those mods installed. The high-tech interior coating does not let anything ferment or dry out and offers a comfortable all-in-one system. Just live. See, inspirational. Bins with meaning. Anyway, there are 4 in this pack. We've got the small one here, which is 100,000 litre capacity. We've got this one here, which is a 300,000 litre capacity. This one here, which is a 500,000 litre capacity. And then we've got this one over the back here, which is an 800,000 litre capacity. You're not going to miss them on your field or wherever you put them. And as you can see, you can place them pretty close next to each other. Or I would assume because they can place that close to each other, they'll place pretty close to buildings and things. They don't take up a huge amount of room. You'll find them under silos. So, prices as well, pretty good. For the 100,000 litre capacity is 18 grand, 300,000 litre is 27 grand, 500,000 litre is 42, and the 800,000 litre is 85. The only thing I would say, which I think, again, not knocking the modder, but if they're ever looking for suggestions or ideas, that's great. And I suppose there are plenty of mod silo extensions you can place around these sorts of things. But having one of each of these as an extension silo without the putting and take out bit, so you could then have a little cluster of them maybe. But other than that, you know, it doesn't matter if you don't. You can place them wherever you like around your farm. And for that price, can't not it, can you really? Just there's no reason why the silos would lie, but if we go over to this one, I think I put stuff in this one. So, grass, hay, straw, fertiliser, manure, pig food, lime, hay pellets, straw pellets, wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soybean, corn, potatoes, sugar beet, sugar cane, seed, total mixed ration, chaff, wood chips, silage, back to grass again. So they don't take liquids, and depending on what you've got on your maps, obviously if you've got other crop types, it says it will take everything apart from liquids, including the maize plus stuff as well. So yeah, pretty cool additions to the game. That's by CJFarming, which brings us on to the last of the mods for today. And it's this. This is the New Holland 8040. It is 11.71 megabytes download, 34 slots on console, which is fairly high. It's by Conta Comigo modding, another South American, Brazilian harvester. It's a little bit bigger than the Bison capacity-wise, I think, but only like by about 30 litres or something like that. Doesn't come with its own header. It used the TX32 header for it. Something of that size, because it doesn't have huge horsepower, so you're not going to get away with massive headers on this or anything like that. But this you'll find under harvesters. The 8040 is 100,000 to buy. 3,560 litre tank. Wheel setup, we can have standard, wides, vintage, which I think was what I went for. Then you've got rubber wheels, back to standard. The 8040 is 135 horsepower. Then you can have the 8040 turbo, which is 150 horsepower. Those are your options. Pipe out, horn, does need to be unfolded, which I think I've done. Pipe in. Yeah, fold and unfold. I can't see if it actually does anything when you... Oh yeah, just that bit at the back. It's with the lights as well. That gives you an indication that you're folded or unfolded. There you go. Disable straw swath. Actually didn't do anything, did it? Again, not that I could see. First person. That canopy sits very high, doesn't it? And there's your lights. That's interesting. Considering that's the header it's supposed to use, I suppose it's going to depend what crops are on, but that shouldn't be in the ground like that. Anyway, that's it. The new Holland 8040 by Conta Comigo modding. And that's it for the mods for the 4th of March. I have caught up with myself. Just about. I hope you found this. Sorry, it seems like a bit of an anticlimax, doesn't it? So I've been going around all the mods trying to keep up or catch up over the last couple of days, and then that's it for today. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.